So I decided, you know what, let me immortalize, you know, my living conditions, because, you know, once upon a time I was, you know, living here, and I have, like, you know, like, not very good, not very, you know, fond memories, but, you know, memories nonetheless. You know, this place has, you know, yeah, I mean, I lived here for 2.5 years, so, you know, yeah, that's how it is. I'll just give you like a quick tour. Basically, it's just like this big room which I'm having right now. There's like a smaller room which is meant for actually 2 people, but, you know, one bastard got it got it for himself. And then there's a bathroom and there's a toilet. You know, a toilet is like a small toilet, and in the bathroom there's basically a sink and a bathtub. So yeah, so basically this is my room. Basically, I'm sharing this room with another guy. So this is like my desk. Yes, my desk always gets dirty because basically I treat this as a kitchen. I don't really do any work here. I just basically cook and eat. So it's always, you know, a bit messy. Yeah, there's my alcohol addiction, and not alcohol addiction. Yeah, so this is basically my friend's friend's setup. He basically, like, most of the time he like works on the bed, so he has a little bed table. Yeah, this one thing I got it. Basically, that's another story which I'm going to tell y'all once upon a time. It's how I got this thing. Yeah, so basically like a site like OLX, but over here it's Kufar. So on that thing, that was a whole adventure of me getting that. Yeah, so, you know, fan which is disassembled already. That's his fan. I don't know when he's going to disassemble it. The clothes dryer rack. Yeah, then, you know, this is basically a big closet, which is surprisingly not enough for the 2 of us. So that's why, like, my stuff is in that bag and all over here. Yeah, so then moving out. Yeah, so moving out, this thing works on the light sensor. This is like a small area over here. It's only, so like the maximum what can fit is a shoe rack and basically a fridge. So this is my fridge, which I'm going to be selling soon. So yeah, actually it's a good fridge. It's a good fridge. Yeah, now here I keep all my utensils. This is how the bathroom looks. Yeah, you know, a bathtub, a sink, a shower head, and the clothes situation. You'll be thinking, why are they just clothes, you know, on the floor? The thing is, this is like my roommate's old clothes, so he just doesn't care about them anymore. So instead of using, like, you know, what you say, like a mat or something like that, right? We just like threw his old clothes over there, and yeah, you know, it's pretty much doing his job. Just sucking up all the water. Because what happens is like, because like I use this as a, you know, like a sink, you know, I wash my dishes in it, right? So what ends up happening is, you know, the water just like goes down there, you know, something drips. So usually like there's a little bit of water here. And recently this fucking fixture is like, because like you do this, right, it gets gets loose. So due to the pressure, if you like turn this thing, like the water starts leaking as it is right now, right? So it's leaking, it just goes down there. So yeah, so in order to like not basically water clog this area, this is what we do, right? So next thing is, yeah, dustbin. That's another issue which I'm going to tell you later. Hello, fuck. What is this? What is this? Okay, toilet. That is the toilet. Yeah, this is basically it. If you're like living in a hostel, it is not that bad. The thing is, like, the majority, I think, what is going to like affect you is what kind of a person you are and what kind of people, you know, you end up living with. Because if you're like for example, like if you're like a very extroverted person and you don't mind, you know, like you can basically live without any personal space, or at least like a small little space, you know, your personal space, then it is fine, right? You're going to be absolutely fantastic in a hostel, because you'll be, you know, basically like sharing your living premises with, you know, other people. And this room, actually, this small room is actually meant for 3 people, but right now there are only 2 people living, me and my roommate, right? And just like that, it's we still feel like no, that is enough. We do not want to do that, because the thing is, like, sometimes, like, you're not in the mood, sometimes you're just angry, or sometimes you just want peace and quiet. Sometimes, like right now, it is peaceful and it's quiet, but the thing is, it is not, because if I walk down the damn hall, I'm going to hear some other sound, some weird smell. There are people living above me or to the side and below me. And if I was living in a room which is like in the center of the building, there would sure be a person, some sound will be coming from this wall as well. Thank God, no, I'm not. I'm like at the last, basically, room of the thing. So this is just basically like silence. So that is good. But still, it's just annoying, because sometimes you just want the peace and quiet, but you can't have that. You cannot have that. Nah. For example, like you want to, you feel tired. You want to sleep at 9. Usually, like, I sleep at around 11:30, right? Which is pretty reasonable time to go to sleep, right? But sometimes, like, nah, or maybe like you just feel sick and you want to sleep early. But the thing is, no. If you're living in a house or an apartment, yeah, sure, just tell the other people to just be quiet, and just go to your room, lock the door, and fall asleep. That's it. That's done. But over here, no, you can't do that, because if you try, and especially for me, I need absolute pitch black and silence. I need those two things for me to fall asleep. If not, I have trouble. I have absolutely horrible trouble of trying to fall asleep. Yeah, so that's it. And just imagine, like, you want to try to fall asleep at 9, but no, your roommate, like, he doesn't just want to feel, for example, he just doesn't sleep at 9, or he has work to do, or he just wants to invite his friends over. So what are you gonna compromise? Either he has to compromise sometimes, or either you have to compromise sometimes. It is not a good thing. And forget that. 2.5 years of living here, I've went through so many roommates. I went through so many situations which are just horrible, some which I'm not going to mention online ever. So yeah, this is it, because my goodness, holy shit, yeah.